had written him a letter that I had for want of better knowledge sent on down the Lachlan where I met him years ago. He was sharing when I knew him, so I sent the letter to him, just on spec, addressed as follows: Clancy of the Overflow. And an answer came directed in a right and unexpected, and I think the same was written with a thumbnail dipped in tar. 'Twas his share and mate who wrote it, and verbatim, I'll quote it: Clancy's gone to Queensland droving, and we don't know where he are. In my wild erratic fancy, visions come to me of Clancy, gone a droving down the Cooper where the western drovers go. And the stock is slowly stringing, Clancy rides behind him singing, for the drover's life has pleasures that the townsfolk never know. And the bush hath friends to meet him, and the kindly voices greet him in the murmur of the breezes and the river on its bars. And he sees a vision splendid of the sunlit plain extended, and at night the wondrous glory of the everlasting stars. I am sitting in my dingy little office when a stingy ray of sunlight comes streaming down between the houses tall, and the fetid air and gritty of the dirty, dusty city through the open window floating spreads foulness over all. And in place of lowing cattle I can hear the fiendish rattle of the tramways and the buses making hurry down the streets, and the language uninviting of the poor children fighting comes fitfully and faintly through the ceaseless tramp of feet. People daunt me, and their pallid faces haunt me as they shoulder one another in the rush and nervous haste. And their eager eyes and greedy, and their stunted forms and weedy, for the townsfolk have no time to grow, they have no time to waste. I somehow rather fancy that I'd like to change with Clancy, take a turn at going droving where the seasons come and go, while he face around eternal of the checkbook and the journal. But I doubt it'd suit the office, Clancy of the Overflow. In my wild erratic fancy, visions come to me of Clancy, gone a droving down the Cooper where the western drovers go. And the stock are slowly stringing, Clancy rides behind 'em singing, for the drover's life has pleasures that the townsfolk never know. Oh, the drover's life has pleasures that the townsfolk never know.